Topic 3. New Kings and Kingdoms. The emergence of new dynasties. The subcontinent had big landlords and warrior chiefs in the 7th century. Existing kings called them their samanthas, subordinates. Danti Durg, a Rashtrakuta chief, his Chalukya overloaded and performed a ritual called Hiranyagarbha in the mid 8th century. Brahmanas, Mayur Sharman and the Garjara Pratihara Harichandra left their established profession and tool weapons, and Maurya Sharman established kingdom in Karnataka, and Gurjara Pratihara Harishchandra established kingdom in Rajasthan. Administration in the kingdoms. New kings adopted high-sounding titles like Great King, Maharaja for Lord of Kings, and Tribhuvan Chakravartin for Lord of Three Worlds. Peasants and cattle keepers used to give a portion of their harvested crops to them as rent. Traders collected revenues. Cholas used a term veti as tax that was taken in form of forced labor, and kadmai. Close relatives of the kings were used to be recruited for collecting revenue. Parshastis and land grants. All the achievements made by rulers were described in Parshastis. A Parshastis is found in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. It is written in Sanskrit. It tells about the exploit of Naga Bhatt, a Pratihara king. Brahmins were rewarded with land by kings, and these were recorded on copper plates. These plates were given to those who received the land. Warfare for wealth. There were three parties, Gurjara, Pratihara, Rashtrakuta and Pala dynasties, that were known as the tripartite struggle. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, Afghanistan, ruled from 997 to 1030. Sultan Mahmud targeted wealthy temples. Chamanas ruled the region around Delhi and Ajmer. They wanted to expand their control to the west and the east, but they had to struggle with Chalukyas of Gujarat and the Gandhavalas of western Uttar Pradesh. Prithviraj III was the best Chamana ruler. Prithviraj III defeated Sultan Muhammad Ghori in 1191, and in 1192 he lost to him. From Uraiyur to Tanjore. Muttarayar, a chief family, held power in the Kaveri Delta. Muttarayar was subordinate to the Pallav kings of Kanchipuram. Vijayalaya from Uraiyur Chola family captured the delta from the Muttarayar in the mid-9th century. Rajaraja I, the powerful Chola ruler, became king in 985. Rajendra I sustained policies of his father Rajaraja. Rajendra I raided the Ganga Valley, Sri Lanka and countries of the Southwest Asia. Splendid temples and bronze sculpture. Rajaraja and Rajendra built big temples in Tanjore and Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. Chola bronze were India's finest bronze of all at that time. Chola temples were centers of craft production. Money collected with this temple was given to people who worked at the temple or who resided nearby. Temple. The administration of the empire. The word Ur was used for settlements of peasants. Ur became wealthy with the spread of irrigation agriculture. Groups of such villages formed bigger units termed as Nadu. The village council and the Nadu used to perform several administrative functions. Chola inscription divided land in many categories. Velangavai was the land of non-Brahmanas, peasant properties. Brahmdeya was the land that was gifted to Brahmanas. Shalbhoga was the land for the maintenance of a school. Devadana and Tirun Matukani were the land gifted to temples.